wish anybody a happy Bastille Day.
Actually, you know what? It was probably kind of like the actual Bastille Day.
It was like,
Because the actual storming of the Bastille didn't do much.
you know, there were 7 people in the Bastille when it was stormed.
Yeah.
And one of them was not the Marquis de Sade. One of my great disappointments is that the Marquis had been transferred to the Marriott Marquis. No, he was transferred to the Charenton Asylum for the Criminally Insane, where he put on a show about Maira. And then Peter Weiss was able to transcribe it, and Patrick McGee was able to play a definitive version of the Marquis de Sade. And he had time to write. I was telling Maira that I think it was because he was in prison that he had a chance to write, but she probably rightly pointed out that he was writing even when he was not in prison. He didn't even care that he was in prison, he just kept writing.
Yes.
The other thing I want to say is that the history lesson of the musical Hamilton, it reminds theatergoers of how French aristocrat Lafayette helped the Americans, and how during the French Revolution, America did not return the favor. Right, okay. So,
Still to this day.
in fact, there's still a resentment between the French and the Americans, despite the fact that the American Revolution was won by immigrants. We get the job done. Okay, that's a quote from a Broadway musical that's inspired by a book by an author who summed up the 3 duels of Hamilton. I didn't realize it was such a cycle of duels. I thought, oh my God, it's Barry Lyndon all over. But in fact, I know Barry Lyndon is a great duel. There are 3 duels in that. But there is historically reason for there to be 3 duels in the Broadway show, and it's devastating. I don't know which duel is more devastating.
Did you see it?
No, but I got the soundtrack, I got the CD. And then I saw excerpts on the Tony Awards, and I didn't have to see it because I saw that the recording is so good. You know, I think it's actually kind of an ethnic musical. Apparently one of the factors is that it's just a different style of, I thought it was just a straightforward pattern like a Gilbert and Sullivan stuff. So the French Revolution, we're going to start off with, I was going to start with songs. And there are some prisoner songs from the Gulf Wars. So yeah, I'm going to open up with some songs, and then we go on from there with our guest performers. That there's a place where people, it's in the morning, covers gently stirring, eyes and nose then mouth wide open, lies a woman, warm and soft and purring, and she's on her last adventure. Her signals loud and clear, his hair is standing straight up, and when she calls him near, nobody's going to wake up. And he loves her, she's a gift of nature, so he's on his best behavior. He becomes her, he the great pretender, and she's lying on her back now. Her room in a convent kept her safe from all the wild men. At last he has her in his gated house and garden. It's kind of a prison. It's the magazine also, Gated House and Garden. What shall we do with the beautiful lass? Let's take her to the garden where we'll roll her in the grass. What shall we say if she wants to run away? Let's tell her that we need her and we want her so to stay. If the steam that rises from her belly causes drops to wilt your wingspan, you become her, she the great provider, and your children watch with wonder. Out of the convent she embraced a herd of wild men. At last we have her in our gated house and garden. prisoners free. That last song was inspired by Viridiana, because I think she came out of the convent. Ancient times seem to follow me wherever I go. Hide my crimes, and inquiring minds are eager to know. Wash me clean, call a closure and begin a new scene when you set your prisoner free. Square one, where does the project begin? Square two, where does the new one fit in with all the rest? We make the best, we make it cause we need it. Square three, how do we ever get past square four? Making a world that will last through all the wash and wearing. There it's holding, there it's tearing. Make the world hold fast to last a lifetime. You'd ever resume till it's done, and we're calling it the work that we made that will set the prisoners free. Square one, where does the project begin? Square two, where does the new one fit in with all the rest? We make the best, we make it cause we need it. Square three, how do we ever get past square four? Making a world that will last through all the wash and wearing. There it's holding, there it's tearing. Make the world hold fast to last a lifetime and more. The world hopefully lasts a lifetime as we set the prisoners free. And the next song about prisoners, the prisoners of war. This is the death of AM radio. You are not treating us well, we should be handled humanely. Even though we were inhumane, we raped and pillaged, and now you have the bastards in check. Round up my followers so you can take them to jail. Don't leave me behind, I pack my fear in a smile. I'm hiding, I'm caught in Satan's mousetrap. Don't leave me here. Hear me plead for mercy as I lose my credibility. Pity all the lot of us. We wear your mittens as we kneel on the ground. With our hands in your cuffs. This is the Guantanamo Bay song. Don't leave us behind. Pack up your kit bag and smile. Not black again. Time to clam up. Do not dress down. We're back again. We're back again. Don't view that picture alone. That picture's one of a series. Of course that's the one you had to see. That picture speaks for itself. It also speaks for my friends and how they look to me. What each one tells me is, don't leave me behind. I pack my fear in a smile. I'm hiding, the cross is your mousetrap. Are we the unlawful combatants, unwilling detainees, or just prisoners of war? That would make a big difference because it would be the Geneva Convention that would apply. Doing something evil, you continue doing evil, or you will be destroyed sooner or later on the field where I stand, where my army abandoned me. Don't leave us behind, pack up your kit bag and smile. Not black again, time to clam up, do not just down. We're back again, unlawful combatants, unwilling detainees, oh. Remember Margaret? Remember AM radio? All right, the last song is Living in Freedom again. Pardon me. What? You remember AM radio? You don't remember, but I do.
I remember.
Oh, and Brian. Actually, everybody. I remember. Well, it's about living in freedom. Gypsies from Egypt roam from Egypt to Rome, trapped in a state of Bohemia. Bohemian girl, bring your sunshine to me, to my home in Beirut by the sea. Whoa, 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 living in freedom again. Freely my mind gets to wandering, free to roll over the caps on the water, free to dig holes in the sand. Whoa, living in freedom again. Freely my four limbs are pedaling over the craters along the equator, up to an Arctic nightland. My dad and your dad made wars long ago, back when we both were in nurseries. Fantastical dreamer, take back what you gave. You will never take me for your slave. Living in freedom again. Freely my mind gets to wandering, free to roll over the caps on the water, free to dig holes in the sand. Living in freedom again. Freely my four limbs are pedaling over the craters along the equator, up to an Arctic nightland. Gypsies from Egypt roam from Egypt to Rome, trapped in a state of Bohemia. Bohemian girl, bring your sunshine to me, to my home in Beirut by the sea. To my home in Beirut by the sea. So I think there is a saving person, James Bond.